Hello friends, I am Krishna Kanjani from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to the online lecture series on kinematics and theory of machine. In this session, we will continue with our numerical of velocity analysis. In previous session, we have learned that for a crank and connecting rod mechanism, which is having a dimension of 0.5 meter and 2 meter long crank and connecting rod, having the crank rotation of 180 mm, we have calculated the velocity of piston and angular velocity of connecting rod. And to obtain these two values, we have first sketched the configuration diagram. And for configuration diagram, we have considered the length of 1 meter is equal to 50 mm in our drawing length. Okay, so now with the help of this configuration diagram, velocity of piston we have obtained with the help of velocity diagram, and that is 8.15 meter per second. Similarly, we have calculated angular velocity of connecting rod. Okay, now let's move with the third data, that is velocity of point E on the connecting rod having 1.5 meter length from gudgeon pin. Now we have previously discussed that gudgeon pin is a pin which is connecting the connecting rod and the piston of a piston cylinder arrangement. If you consider this one as your cylinder and you are connecting this piston with this connecting rod, then over here the gudgeon pin is point P. Okay, so now you have to calculate the position of point P on velocity diagram. So now from configuration diagram, you can refer that over here that point E is belonging on connecting rod. So similarly, you can say that in the velocity diagram, the point E will belong to the line BP, which is joining or which is defining the velocity of connecting rod. Okay, so now here the point E will come at any distance. Now at which distance it will appear, that is also obtained with the ratio of length on configuration diagram, and that the ratio will be similar to the length on velocity diagram. Okay, in a previous session while learning the motion of a link, we have learned that the ratio of length of any rigid point from the end points will be the same as the ratio of that point on velocity diagram with end points. Okay, so over here we can say that the length of point P to point E, which is 1.5 meter in actual dimension. Okay, so the length of PE divided by length of piston to the connecting rod, that is PB, will be the same as the length of this point E on its velocity diagram. So over here we can say that the length of PE, which is 1.5 meter, so over here the PE distance will appear at, we can say, the total 2 meter by 1.5, that we can say 75% distance is covered. So over here if you will consider the total length of PB divided by the length of PE, so over here it will give you point E. Okay, so by this, using this equation, if you will put the value, then you will get the point E, and this point E. Now if you want to calculate the velocity of point E, now when it is given that calculate velocity of any point, then in that case you have to always calculate absolute velocity. Okay, now absolute velocity is the velocity which is measured with reference to the fixed point. If you are measuring velocity of any point with reference to fixation, then it is known as the absolute velocity. So over here the velocity of point E with reference to fixation, that is your point O. So with reference to point O is measured as OE, line OE, which is joined from point O to E. So over here vector OE is representing the velocity, and if you measure that this length is 85 mm, so 85 divided by 10, that will give you 8.5 meter per second. Clear? So in this way you can calculate velocity of point E. Now in the next term we have to calculate the position and linear velocity of point G, which is on connecting rod which has the least velocity. Okay, now let's consider the least velocity means minimum velocity. So we have to find out one point G which is having the minimum velocity on this connecting rod. So on this connecting rod we have to identify on the whole this connecting rod any point G at any position which will produce the minimum velocity. Okay, so now how we can calculate that? So to calculate that, we have to consider that point G which is lying on this connecting rod is producing minimum velocity. So and this velocity is minimum with reference to its absolute velocity. So if you want to calculate or find out any point on this PB line which is having the minimum distance from point O, that will give you the minimum a point which is having the minimum velocity. Okay, simply you can consider that you have to find point G having minimum velocity. So over here, to get the minimum velocity point, the point is having minimum velocity will have the minimum distance from this reference, and when you have to get the line which is having the minimum length, then you have to always sketch perpendicular to that line, because this perpendicular will giving the minimum length. If you will sketch a line which is slightly at angle, then the length will be the higher. Okay, on the counter side, if you will measure this length, then again it will be the higher one. Okay, so we can simply say that to get the minimum point on point G on this connecting rod, you have to sketch one perpendicular line from this point O, and this perpendicular line will be lying on this PB line. Okay, so over here we can say that from point O, if you sketch perpendicular line, then it will give you point G. Okay, now we have to calculate the linear velocity of point G. Now to calculate the linear velocity, we must have to calculate it from OG. So we can simply say that vector OG. Okay, now if you consider that OG line, then it will be its absolute velocity. Okay, now on connecting rod which has the least velocity to crankshaft with reference to crank. Okay, so over here you have to calculate the velocity with reference to crankshaft. Okay, so the crankshaft is your crank B. So over here you have to calculate the velocity of BG, and velocity of BG if you will measure, then this length will be of line if you will calculate as a 50 and your scale is of 10. So 50 by 10 will give you the final velocity of BG, that is equal to 10. Now you have to plot this position again. If you want to calculate the linear velocity, then you can directly calculate with this bug. Okay, now position of this G point on your final configuration diagram. So how you can calculate the position? So now you have to plot this point G on your position or configuration diagram. Okay, so now in configuration diagram, here the procedure will be reversed. In point number 3, what we have done, we have used the location of 1.5 meter length on configuration and pointed point E. Okay, and we have sketched point E with reference to that position. Okay, so in previous method what we have done, we have sketched this point E with reference to this configuration length by using this 1.5 meter data. Now in this question we have to reverse the procedure. We have point G in velocity diagram. So we will take ratio that is equal to small bg upon small bp, that is your connecting rod velocity, is equal to capital BG, that a length of G point somewhere on this connecting rod to the total length of connecting rod, that is equal to BP. Okay, so now in this equation you have to calculate the length of BG, that is equal to this value. So BG is equal to 5 meter per second, and BP we have calculated, that is equal to 6.8. we have used this value in your answer number 2. Okay, so over here 6.8 into your PB length, that is given as 2 meter, the total length. So from that you will get that it is at a distance of 1.47. Okay, so now over here from 1.47, that is from B to G. So from B to point G will lie somewhere over here with the length of 1.47 meter. Okay, so that is the position of your point G, which is having minimum velocity, and the linear velocity of G is simply obtained by the vector OG, that is a line joining O to G, and that will give you a length of, we can say, you will calculate, then this length will be of 80 mm, and if you divide if you calculate over here, so here your length will be of 80 and the scale is your 10 mm. Okay, so 80 by 10 is representing your 8 meter per second. Okay, so in this way you can solve position and velocity of any point on this connecting rod. Okay, so this is a simple method by which we can solve numericals in velocity analysis method, and this method is useful for any type of mechanism, not only for 4-bar chain or for single slider mechanism. Any mechanism, in any mechanism, even the complexity that the diagram is having multiple number of connecting rods, or we can say multiple number of links, then in that case you can use this method to solve the numericals. Okay, so this is about how we can solve numericals in velocity analysis method. Thank you.